Hey everybody, it's Charlie James. This is Charlie James Unscripted. We really didn't want to start it off like this, but with the events over the past weekend, it is what it is. It's unscripted. Rahm Emanuel, the former chief of staff for Barack Obama, said, and was also former mayor of Chicago, said, never let a crisis go to waste, never let a good tragedy go to waste. And a lot of folks on the left seem to be taking his advice with the shootings this weekend, not only in El Paso, but in Dayton, Ohio as well. Let me just make this perfectly clear. If you ever take up any weapon, and we're talking about your fist, a bicycle lock, a can of mace, a nightstick, a billy club, brass knuckles, a handgun, a rifle, a shotgun, whatever, if you ever take up a weapon against another person in anything but self-defense, you are a gutless coward. Period. There is no place for you in our society. But we see that a lot out there these days. And when it happens, they always want to blame somebody else for it. Not the person who did it. They want to blame somebody else. At least the folks on the left do. They want to blame the gun manufacturers. They want to blame Walmart. They want to blame the NRA. They want to blame the president. They want to blame Republicans. They want to blame everybody but the person who actually took up the gun, took up the knife, took up the brass knuckles or whatever, and used them against another person. Again, anybody that does that is an absolute coward in my book. And again, you have no place in society. I can't stand people who do these things. But for it to be politicized, the way these folks on the left are doing right now is completely inexcusable. They keep talking about division in this country. We have so much division going on right now. Who is really doing the dividing? I had a caller this morning call in to say she was praying for President Trump. She was praying for me. She was praying for Republicans and all of that, saying that the president calling Bernie Sanders crazy Bernie was a bad thing. Okay, what's this president been called over the past 2 years and more and longer? How many horrible things has he been called? On a daily basis, he is called a Nazi. You're called a Nazi if you support the president. If you're a Republican, you're automatically a racist. If you're anything but a radical left-wing liberal, you are a pariah to this society. That's the way they feel. Hillary Clinton said we're a basket of deplorables. Joe Biden said that we are dregs of society. And the list goes on and on and on. And it's unbelievable. It really is. It's hard to imagine that these people will actually try to make political hay like Beto O'Rourke did with Jake Tapper, try to make political hay, try to gain some few points in the polls by using this tragedy, these tragedies. That to me is it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. Mika Brzezinski, again, though, I think it was within about a 20-minute span this morning on Morning Joe. Two different guests, Jerry Nadler and I think Adam Schiff, called the president a Nazi within 2 minutes. I'm sorry, within 20 minutes of each other. That happened. So when she was questioned about it on Twitter, she said, basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, but she said, yeah, it fits. Rightfully so. He was called a Nazi. Nobody ever pushes back. Where is the division coming from right now? Where are the lies coming from? The amount of lies that Beto O'Rourke spewed on Jake Tapper, horrible. The president never called any human being vermin. He never said that Baltimore was infested by people. He said it was infested by rats, which was proved when a news team went out to do a live shot, and right there in the live shot, across it runs a big old giant rat right there in Baltimore. So where is the division coming from? It's coming from the people on the left. And the people that would try to gain political points from a tragedy, I would say they should be ashamed of themselves. But I don't think there's any shame in them. I'm Charlie James, and this is Unscripted.